Today we're looking at a piece of hardware that claims to solve one of the most annoying problems in any modern office or home setup, the cable shuffle.
Constant plugging and unplugging.
Oh, we're doing a deep dive into the Kramer VS-211X. On paper, it's a 2x1 HDMI switcher.
It is, but if you look at the specs from, say, HDTV Supply, calling it just a switcher is a bit of an understatement. It's like calling a race car just a car.
Right, because I can go online and find a switcher for 20, maybe 30 bucks. This one has an MSRP of nearly $500.
Exactly. So that's the real question, isn't it? What are you getting for that pretty significant price jump?
Our mission today is to figure that out, to see if the tech inside this little box really justifies the cost.
And I think it comes down to two big things.
Yeah.
How it automates things and the actual quality of the signal it passes through.
Okay, let's start with the automation. The listing says plug-and-play auto switching. Now, I've used so-called auto switchers before, and honestly, they were pretty dumb.
They just jumped to whatever was plugged in last.
Yeah. Yes. Even if you didn't want them to, it was chaotic.
See, that's where this is different. It's smarter. The manual mentions it has these logic modes. You've got last connected, which is what you just described,
Right.
which is great for, say, a shared workspace. Someone plugs in, and boom, they're on the screen.
But there's another one, priority mode.
And that's the game changer for a more permanent setup, you know? You can tell it, input 1 is my main computer, always default to input 1.
So wait, I could have my main PC running on input 1, and someone could plug their laptop into input 2.
And nothing happens.
It doesn't hijack the screen.
Not unless you actually turn off or unplug the signal from input 1.
Yeah.
It maintains the hierarchy. It stops that awkward moment in a meeting where someone plugs in their laptop to charge and suddenly the whole presentation disappears.
That's actually huge. And you can still override it manually with buttons on the front, right?
Yep. You always have that final say.
Okay, that handles the brain. Let's talk about the signal itself. The spec sheet is just full of this alphabet soup. It's shouting 4K 60, 4.4.4 at us.
Right. It can get a little confusing.
So I think most people get 4K at 60 frames per second. High resolution, smooth motion, we get that. But what is 4.4.4? That's where eyes start to glaze over.
It's all about color information. To save bandwidth, most cheap devices, even streaming services, use something like 4.2.0. They essentially throw out some of the color data.
Which is fine for watching a movie, I guess.
Totally fine. Our eyes are bad at noticing it in moving video. But if you put an Excel sheet up on the screen, or a slide with really fine colored text.
The text gets all fuzzy and washed out.
Exactly. The edges bleed. 4.4.4 means no compression. 0.
Yeah.
Every single pixel gets its own full, unique color value. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for perfect clarity on static images and text.
And I see it supports HDR10 and HDCP 2.3, so it's playing nice with all the modern copy-protected stuff.
No black screens of death. It just works.
There's another feature on the back here I find interesting. The audio de-embedding. That little 3.5 millimeter jack.
Oh, this is a real problem solver, especially for older or mixed setups.
Because HDMI normally keeps the audio and video locked together, doesn't it?
It does. But imagine you have a fantastic projector with just awful built-in speakers.
A very common problem.
Well, this box can pull the audio stream out of the HDMI, convert it to analog, and send it out that little jack straight to your soundbar or your room's audio system.
While the video signal continues on, untouched, to the projector.
It splits the streams. It's incredibly useful.
Now let's talk about the physical box itself. It's part of Kramer's DigiTools line. It's this small aluminum enclosure.
Right, but the really important part is what's not there.
A fan.
No fan. It's all convection cooled, which means it is completely silent. If you're putting this in a small meeting room or a home theater, the last thing you want is that constant low-level buzz.
So let's circle back to the value. HDTV Supply has it on sale for around $388, and it looks like there's a 10% off code too. But that's still a serious investment.
It is. But I think you have to ask who this is for. It's not for hooking up 2 game consoles to a TV. This is for a prosumer or a business where time and reliability are money. You're paying for the minutes you don't spend troubleshooting.
You're buying an insurance policy against technical glitches and frustration.
That's a perfect way to put it.
So here's the final thought I want to leave you with. As our home offices become more and more complex, with multiple computers, 4K HDR monitors, at what point does saving money on a cheap switcher actually cost us more in lost productivity and just plain annoyance?
Is a totally seamless workflow worth $400?
It's something to think about the next time you find yourself crawling under your desk to swap an HDMI cable. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.